So how do you decide between the Bissell Cleanview Compact and the Bissell Cleanview Turbo? Well, let me describe what the differences are and the similarities so you can make the best decision for yourself and for your home. Because where it starts is going to be actually in the similarities. Now, let's get it straight off the bat. Both of them are coming with the same 6.2 amp motor. They're also coming with basically, outside of a few cosmetic differences, the same 1 liter dust cup. They also come with the same brush roll. Overall construction and design of both of these products are going to be relatively similar. But that's really where the similarities stop. Now let's talk about the actual differences. So I'm going to list them off and then we'll go through how these impact and affect the overall usability of each machine. For one, if you look at the Turbo, it is coming with this clean, clear view windows that allows you to see everything that's happening inside of your brush roll. Second, if you look here, they're also going to be 3 adjustable height settings, and those adjustable height settings are important because if you're using this on high pill carpet, low pill carpet, or hardwood, it gives you the adjustable settings, so this is going to be maximizing its efficiency on each type of floor type. On the Bissell Compact, actually this doesn't have anything like that. Other key differences will be that the Turbo is coming with a 5-foot hose, while the Compact comes with a 4.5-foot hose. The Turbo will come with a 25-foot power cord, as you see here. Your non-turbo comes with a 23-foot power cord. So not a huge difference in terms of the hose length or the power cord length, but there definitely is an improvement on the turbo because you get a little bit more. And you will notice that about 6 extra inches, especially when you're using this with the reach tool that is going to be on both of your compacts, the turbo and the non-turbo. Both units will also come with a 10-inch cleaning path, but let's take a closer look at the underbody, because this is where you can see what actually is happening in your unit, and is this supposed to happen, and where are the differences? Now, when you look at the underbody between the Compact and the Turbo, the things that I want you guys to look for is that even though the brush rolls are going to be basically the same, as you see as I'm rotating both, they both have the brushes at about the same distance from each other. It just comes down to the difference in terms of color. Because there's no adjustable height on the Compact, the wheels are going to be in the front. Because you have adjustable height on the Turbo, the wheels are going to be on the back, which means you have this scatter-free technology, and this scatter-free technology on the Compact is just basically like a little screen behind the brush roll. Both of them are going to be very easy to open. You just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws, and you have full access to the belts as well as the brush roll in case of any clogs, or you have too long pet hair. And you're going to have better access to the actual hose. So the hose here is actually exposed on your Compact, while on the Turbo, the hose is not exposed. It is protected by this little plastic area on top of it. The wheels are going to be identical, so maneuverability will be the same, as well as the location and the use of the power button and the pivot or the incline lever to change the incline of your Bissell. Now, as you can see here, neither one of the Bissells will come with pivoting. So what that means is that as I incline it, this cannot go left and right. It can only go back and forth. And if I want to change the direction, I actually got to pull it back and go in that specific direction. That doesn't really impact the overall maneuverability that much, but it does mean you have to make more passes. It's not a big deal when you consider that this Cleanview Compact Turbo, the 3437F, weighs just about 9 pounds, and the Compact weighs about 8 pounds. This is where one of the biggest differences is. Look at this. This is going to be the Turbo brush. And the Turbo brush even comes with a little attachment that you can attach to the hose so that you have a location to store your Turbo brush at all times on the actual physical unit. And the Pet Turbo brush is using the bristles. This is not the silicone bristles. This is going to be regular bristles. It can be powered by airflow, similar to a windmill. It's going to be rotating here, which is going to cause the Turbo brush to rotate, allowing you to have better cleaning ability on upholstery, as well as smaller areas like stairs, or if you want, you can even do your entire rug or carpet with this. So now let's take a closer look at the detachable one as well as the tanks. So if you're trying to figure out how the tanks work, both of them are just going to be easy to pop out very easily. And as you can see, both tanks are about the same size. Now, the difference comes down to just cosmetic differences. Here you have kind of like a honeycomb grill design up top. Here you have more of a smooth finish. You also have a glossy top here versus a matte, and kind of a semi-gloss border around it. So here on the Bissell Cleanview Compact Turbo, if you open it up, you'll have direct access to the filters, and the filter can be easily popped out and washed. You also have another filter that you can wash here. That's going to be easy to pop out. Just take it by the handle, and you can pop that out, wash that, and then when you're done with it, you can just insert it right back in. If I have debris in here, I could just open this, and it's just a no-touch debris release. And then when not in use, we could just place it back, and we can just secure it. Now, if we get a closer look at the detachable handles, this is where you're going to start seeing much more difference. So on the detachable handle on the Compact, you can see that I popped it out, and the port for the hose that you're going to attach for the suction power is actually right up top. You guys see that? It is going to be like this, and then you have the holes right there. On your turbo, it's also going to be very easy, except the turbo brush is a little bit different. First, since you get the longer hose, we want to detach it, and my power brush is already attached to my wand. So we're just going to pop that out. We're going to attach our power brush, and then what I can do is, all I need to do is disconnect this from the roller. The port is actually going to be on the lower end of the handle. We're just going to attach that easily inside here. Now I have 5 feet, but also because of the location, it's actually going to be a little bit more easier to hold because of the wand is not going to be directly below your wrist. Now that we showed you what the differences are and what the similarities are, let's test it on our floors, because it is really ultimately coming down to which one is going to be better performance for your lifestyle. So first up on our test, we're going to be using the Rice Krispies treats. We have our turbo. I'm going to set this at, that is going to be on medium pill. Just hear how loud it is. Does a great job. And it did a great job with that. Next up will be our oatmeal test. That's super easy. Drop that. And we're just going to take a handful of oatmeal. And again, this is our larger particles here. And then we're going to go into a more dusty and hairy particles for you. So in this test, I'm going to be taking debris directly from our Bissell liftoff, and this is a whole concoction that we're running multiple tests on, where it's basically old vacuum debris with human hair, pet hair, food, fur, dust, everything. So we're going to see if our Bissell Cleanview Compact Turbo is going to have an easy work of that on this type of low pill carpet. Oh, super dusty. So, and voila, it made quick work of all of the debris that we had saturated our little rug with. So here is the Bissell Cleanview Compact. Got some Rice Krispies here. Compact, it still was able to pick up everything, but I had to make a number more passes because the height is not adjustable, especially for this low pill. Now, you're gonna see the same test if I use it on oatmeal. So we're gonna try the same test on oatmeal. The Bissell Cleanview Compact was still able to vacuum our floor and vacuumed it very well. However, what the main difference is that it didn't pick up on the first go around. It actually was pushing some of the particles around instead of sucking them up, something that you do not have a problem with on the Turbo. And that really is one of the main key reasons the Turbo is better, in my opinion, if you have lots of different floor types. As we watch the Compact go through and pick up all of this different types of debris, let's just keep in mind that it's not always about suction power. It's not always about the most attachments. It just comes down to, if you have a stain or mess on the floor, you just want your vacuum to pick it all up. Hardfloors, we're just gonna do that same large mess. You can see how crazy amounts of debris we have collected. So Bissell Cleanview Compact test number 2. Let's try it on hardwood. So what I learned there about the Cleanview is that even on hardwood, if you have too much, it's not going to do a great job. It actually works much better if you just have a smaller mess. For larger messes, let's see if the Turbo is going to outperform the Compact. Because I'm quite surprised at how poorly the Compact performed in just picking up all that debris, because it had to make a lot of passes, and even though this has a little bit of a screen protector catch that doesn't allow things to just spill around, it still let a lot of debris go to the sides, so I had to make multiple passes to pick up that debris again. So we're taking that same mess, we're just gonna be releasing it onto our floors here. It's a big mess. So even our Turbo had a difficult time picking up that big pile of debris. On smaller piles, it does absolutely fine, but on these bigger piles, it has a much harder time. And I think that's because of the lower suction power, it can't just pull everything up and things get scattered to the side, even though this has the scatter-free technology. We're going to try this same big mess test, but we're going to use it on the lowest of height settings. So that was super interesting, because with the Turbo on the lowest height setting, it actually did a really good job picking up all the debris off our floor with less passes and much less scatter than if we had it on a higher height setting, which I should have tried off from the beginning. We're going to do the same exact test with a Bissell Cleanview non-compact. Now this one is going to be the most base of all the Bissell Cleanviews you can get right now, and it doesn't come with the reach. It only comes with the motor, one-pass technology, and it comes with a 25-foot power cord. So after running tests and then making sure how the Bissell Compact Turbo as well as the Compact compared to the Bissell Cleanview, and I got a lift off behind me, well, let me just break down what I think. So if you're in the market for a value vacuum and your budget is about $55, at the time of this video, the Bissell Cleanview Compact costs about $55. And as long as your mess is not humongous, we're talking about you're picking up just standard vacuuming ability in a dorm room, in a one-bedroom apartment, in a studio, and you don't have lots of pets, I think the Bissell Cleanview Compact is going to be a solid option. It does a good job picking up debris off the floor. Is it the best upright vacuum? Absolutely not. This is just a good upright vacuum. At the time of this video, you can get the Turbo for about $69.99, which puts it directly in the camp of the Eurekas and the Black & Deckers and the Dirt Devils, as well as the inexpensive Hoovers. So how does the Bissell Cleanview Turbo hold up at that price point? Bissell Cleanview Turbo does just about as well of a job as the Bissell Cleanview, except you just got to make more passes. And the true really difference lies down to, do you like the build quality better on the Cleanview or the Cleanview Compact Turbo? I find them to be pretty close in terms of overall build quality. I know that there's heavier plastics used inside of the Cleanview, but that doesn't necessarily mean it is a better product. If I have a budget of $70, I would wholeheartedly recommend the Cleanview Turbo. It picks up almost all the messes. It can handle pretty much every single type of floor type because it has the adjustable height, it has the clear window, and it is a solid offering for Bissell while while being a budget vacuum. And if you're even trying to save more money, remember, if you don't have big messes, and this is really for your home and you live with yourself, maybe 2 people, maybe you have an apartment, maybe you have a dorm room, I would not skip out on the Bissell Cleanview Compact, because this is still one of the most affordable, well-positioned vacuums on the market, and I do like everything you get inside. So with that, guys, thanks for watching. I will catch you next time. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment box below, and hit that like and subscribe button because it really does help support our channel. And this is David with the French Glow, showcasing to you all of our lovely Bissells here. I'll catch you next time. Bye, bye, bye.